Namaskar friends. Today's topic is old tax regime versus new tax regime. Which one you choose for assessment year 2026 and 27? Suppose I tell you that two people earn exactly the same salary, but both work in the same company, both receive the same salary of rupees 15 lakh for every year, both file their income tax return on the same day, but one person pays nearly 40,000 less tax than another. How is that possible? The question is, did the person hide his income? No. Did one claim a fake deduction? Absolutely not. Then what made the difference? Just one decision, choosing the correct tax regime. And believe me, every year thousands of taxpayers unknowingly pay more tax simply because they choose the wrong tax regime. So before filing your income tax return for assessment of 26-27, watch this video till end because one correct decision can save your hard-earned money. I am Ghanasyam Beura and welcome to Ghanasyam Explains, where we simplify income tax related matter, GST and financial reporting so that taxpayers, professionals, businessmen can make informed decisions. Let's begin. The first question is, why is everyone confused on it? Actually, whenever I meet clients during the return filing season, almost everyone asks me one simple question: Sir, which tax regime is better, old or new? Now, here is my answer that the question itself is the wrong question. The correct question should be, which tax regime is better for me, for particular person? Because there is no tax regime that is best for everyone. The right choice depends upon your own income, deductions, investments, and other financial situation. Then why did the government introduce the new tax regime itself, which leads to confusion among taxpayers? Before answering to that, let me give one example so that it will be understood easily. Imagine you visit a restaurant, the manager gives you two menus. The first menu has many combinations and discounts. The second menu has a fixed price with fewer choices but a simple ordering process. So neither menu is better. It depends upon what suits you. So the government has done something similar. It has given taxpayers two options. One, the old tax regime, and second one, the new tax regime. Now let us understand both the regime. First, first old tax regime. The old tax regime is the traditional taxation system which was followed since many years. It allows taxpayers to claim various deductions and exemptions available under the Income Tax Act 1961. Some common deductions are Section 80C related deductions, NPS contribution deductions, medical insurance under Section 80D and 80DD, 80DDB, home loan benefits, house rent allowance, Section 80 TTI deductions, Section 80 TTV deductions, and many other eligible deductions. So now let me ask you a question. Suppose you have invested in PPF, you have paid LIC premium, you have a home loan, you also pay medical insurance. Would you simply ignore all these deductions and directly choose the new tax regime? Probably not. That is why many taxpayers still prefer the old tax regime. New tax regime, let's understand new tax regime. Now let's look at the new tax regime. The government says we will offer you lower tax rate, but in return, most deductions and exemptions are not available while filing income tax return. Think of it as a simplified taxation system, less paperwork, less calculation, lower tax rates, but fewer tax benefits. Now imagine another person, he has recently started his career, no home loan, no LIC premiums, no PPF, no major deduction. Should he still choose the old tax regime? Again, answer is not necessarily. So after discussing old tax regime and new tax regime, the biggest mistake people done comparing the tax rates in old tax regime and new tax regime. Friend, never compare tax rates. Compare the final tax liability in both the categories. That is what matters actually. Always prepare two tax computations, one under the old tax regime, another under the new tax regime. Whichever results in lower tax payable, that is generally the better choice for you. That simple it is. So if you choose one regime, then question may arise whether I will change the same regime in coming years. So answer to it, this is another very important point to discuss. Can I change my tax regime every year? The answer depends on the category of taxpayer. For salary taxpayers, the flexibility is generally different from taxpayers having business or professional income. I will explain this important topic in a separate detailed video because it deserves a detailed discussion and take many minutes. So friends, please remember these 3 points. First, there is no universally better tax regime. Second, never choose a tax regime because someone else recommended it. And third, always compare your own tax liability before making the final decision. A small calculation today may save you a significant amount of tax. Now I have a small request to all of you. Please mention in the comments your approximate annual income, whether you have investments under some sections and eligible for deductions, whether you have a home loan, whether you have interest income, and tell me which tax regime do you think is better for you. If you are not sure, mention your details in the comments. I will try to guide you. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to CA Ghanshyam Explains for more topics in future days. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.